When it comes to keeping your home clean and healthy, most people focus on the obvious things: wiping down countertops, mopping the floors, disinfecting the bathroom. But there's one small, often overlooked detail that could be silently contributing to the buildup of germs and bacteria in your living space: where you place your trash bin. At first glance, it may not seem important. After all, a bin is a bin. Just throw your waste in and empty it regularly, right? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. The location of your trash bin can dramatically affect how quickly bacteria multiply, how far odors spread, and even how effectively you're managing hygiene in key areas of your home. So where should you keep your trash bin? And which common locations might actually be increasing the risk of contamination? Let's take a closer look. To understand why bin placement matters, we need to consider what a trash bin actually is. It's a container full of organic and inorganic waste, often left to sit for hours or days at a time. The waste inside may include leftover food, packaging, tissues, and other items that serve as breeding grounds for germs, especially in warm or humid environments. Once you close the lid, you might assume the problem is contained, but odors, bacteria, and even mold spores can escape, especially if the bin is not sealed properly or is located in the wrong part of your home. Let's start with the worst places to keep a trash bin. 1. Near food preparation areas. It may be convenient to have the bin next to your kitchen counter while you cook, but this is actually one of the riskiest spots. As you toss in food scraps, you may be unknowingly releasing bacteria into the air, bacteria that can land right back on your chopping board, utensils, or produce. If the bin is not covered tightly or is too full, the risk multiplies. 2. Under the sink. This is a popular location, especially in small kitchens. It hides the bin from sight, saves space, and keeps odors contained. But under the sink is also often damp, dark, and poorly ventilated, perfect conditions for bacteria and mold to thrive. Leaks from plumbing or condensation can mix with bin contents, creating a microbial mess you can't see until it's too late. 3. Next to air vents or fans. If your bin is placed near a fan, air vent, or AC intake, you might be helping odors and airborne particles spread throughout the house. It only takes a small airflow to carry bacteria-laden droplets from the bin into other rooms, especially dangerous if anyone in the household is immunocompromised or allergic to mold and dust. 4. Inside the bedroom or living area. Many people place small bins in bedrooms or living rooms for convenience. Tissues, wrappers, or papers can be thrown away easily. But these bins often go days without being emptied. In warm climates or poorly ventilated rooms, even dry trash can become a breeding ground for mites, dust, and bacteria. Worse, if food waste ends up in these bins by accident, it may not be noticed until odors develop. Now, let's shift focus to where you should place your trash bin instead. 1. In a well-ventilated corner of the kitchen, but not near food. A good rule is to keep the bin accessible, but not directly beside cooking or food preparation zones. Position it at least 1 meter away from cutting boards, counters, or the stove. If possible, place it near a window or exhaust fan to allow any airborne particles or smells to escape the house quickly. 2. Use a bin with a tight sealing lid and foot pedal. Regardless of where you place your bin, the design matters. Choose a ladle that closes tightly and opens hands-free. This limits direct contact, reduces the spread of germs, and traps odors more effectively. Bins with touchless sensors are even better for hygiene, especially in shared households. 3. Keep the bathroom bin off the floor and away from the toilet. If you keep a bin in your bathroom, avoid placing it directly beside or behind the toilet. Each flush can spray droplets into the air, a phenomenon known as toilet plume, which may land on the bin. Elevate the bin slightly if possible, or use a covered container with a lid that prevents splash contamination. 4. Laundry rooms or service areas. In homes with more space, consider placing the main trash bin in a laundry room or utility area. These zones are typically designed for messier tasks and often have better ventilation. Just ensure the room doesn't get too warm or humid, as that could encourage bacteria growth. Other pro-hygiene tips. 1. Clean the inside of your bin weekly, especially if it's been holding food waste. Use hot water and soap or a disinfectant spray. 2. Line your bin with a bag that fits properly and doesn't hang outside the lid. Overhanging plastic can trap moisture and attract pests. 3. Empty the bin daily if possible, especially in hot or rainy weather. 4. Never let liquids sit at the bottom of the bin. They're a magnet for bacteria and smell. If something leaks, clean it immediately. These small habits, combined with smart placement, make a huge difference in overall cleanliness. Bins are not just containers, they're active participants in your home's hygiene ecosystem. Where they're placed determines how well that system works. So why does this matter? Because the places we think are normal for bins are often chosen for convenience, not for cleanliness. Many homes follow the same habits without realizing the hidden impact. The wrong placement can lead to bacterial cross-contamination, attract pests, and even affect indoor air quality. In contrast, placing your bin in a safe, well-thought-out location reduces health risks without much effort. It's one of the easiest and most effective things you can do to improve your home's hygiene instantly. And here's something you may not have considered: children and pets. Small children often explore areas we overlook: under the sink, behind the door, beside the fridge. Pets, too, can knock over bins or access waste if lids are loose. A poorly placed bin becomes a hazard for both. For families, placing bins in secure, child and pet-proof spots should be a top priority. Even in apartments or smaller homes, these principles still apply. You don't need a large house or special room, just awareness. Rethinking something as simple as where your trash goes can prevent illness, improve air quality, and help keep your entire home feeling fresh. Because hygiene isn't just about what you clean, it's about how you organize the things that get dirty. So where's your trash bin right now? Is it working with your home or against it?